So I'm dealing a little bit with allergies. So hopefully my voice holds out. I've been doing okay, but you know, the minute you start talking, it's gone. So hopefully we'll be okay here. And I show 12:25, so I'll go ahead and start. First, I want to take a minute to say y'all should pat yourselves on the back. You've been so inspiring. You've all done so many amazing things that just take a quick second and go ahead and pat yourselves on the back. You all deserve it. So I am Autumn Friedli. I am from the Topeka and Shawnee County Public Library in lovely Topeka, Kansas. I am the Readers Services Supervisor. So what does that mean? It means that if it's adults and it's reading, I am somehow involved. Author visits, book discussions, I oversee a lot of things. And Elizabeth, when you were talking earlier about working with older adults, I oversee our older adult programming and totally understand. It's fun. I'm going slide free today because one, I'm a little bit lazy. Two, I couldn't think of anything that would be like slide worthy for this. And three, I like seeing people's faces when I'm presenting. And whenever I do presentation mode, I feel like I'm just like a voice, and it's just always weird to me. So purely selfish reasons here. So I'm going to talk about Top City Reads. So this is something that we started almost exactly a year ago. Tomorrow is its 1-year birthday, so we're pretty excited. I don't know if anybody remembers, but last March we had a pandemic that pretty much shut everything down. And suddenly everybody had time to read, but our libraries were closed. And many of us amped up our ebooks and tried to, drive people there. So we were trying to figure out, how do we connect? How do we meet our customers again? We're really big on readers engagement here, and that was just gone. I know for me, whenever I finish reading a book, I want to talk to somebody about it. I want to tell them how fantastic this book was. And my family was getting really tired of hearing about the latest psychological thriller I read. So I wanted to start connecting with other people. So this idea for Top City Reads was born. This is a Facebook group that is separate of our library Facebook page. This is a group that people join. You have to actually join it. I think it asks you one question to make sure you're a person, and then you're in. Pretty easy. And it's just set up to be all about reading. It was a place for us to just connect again with our readers. In the initial stages, when we started it, we thought, okay, let's also give them ideas of what they should be reading or what they can find on our Overdrive or Hoopla. So in the initial stages, we did kind of like a big read sort of an idea, or a one city, one read idea, where we picked a book and then it was simultaneous use, and just encouraged everybody to join in. So our first book was in May of 2020, and we did The Wonderful Wizard of Oz by Frank Baum. And if you're from Kansas, you've probably watched the movie 1,000 times, but maybe haven't read the book to know that it is different. So it was engaging. We had a lot of fun engagement. We did some fun things with our Humane Society, which was shut down, but they told us all about the type of dog Toto was. We have a local expert on The Wizard of Oz, and he did a video for us. We also just did some fun crafts. We encouraged families to get out and make chalkboard or sidewalk chalk yellow brick roads. That's a lot of words. And then share pictures with us. So we had a lot of great engagement on our Facebook posts for this. We also had a book discussion at the end of the month, and that we did not have good participation with, but we realized that the month of May, pandemic or no, is a marathon month. Everybody is trying to finish, like teachers are trying to finish a school year, parents are trying to get their kids to pass, kids are just over it. So not a lot of engagement in it, but really good engagement on all of our posts. We got people joining, so we felt like it was a great success. Then last June, we did 8 Perfect Murders by Peter Swanson. We got that through Overdrive simultaneous use. And we had great downloads of that. We had great interaction with that. We had great participation with that because we went outside of our normal reads that we would do. I mean, this is a murder mystery book that talks about other murder mystery books and pulling off the perfect murder, essentially. So it was a little bit out there, but people really got involved. There was a lot of great discussion about it. And then in July, participation tapered off again. And in our region, we think that's probably because a lot of things started to open back up. People got back out. So it kind of tapered off a bit. We did summer hours at the Robbers Library. And we saw good interaction, good participation. We just didn't see as much, but we still considered that a success. After we got through those 3 months, we just went to posting about books, just any old thing. We would post memes or silly quizzes. We aimed to post 3 times a week on this, but we didn't really want to overpost, and we wanted it to feel more organic. So sometimes we posted as the library and sometimes we posted as ourselves, just to kind of keep it personal. And we also didn't stress too much. If we didn't make 3 postings a week, we were okay with that. Sometimes it was 2, sometimes it was 4. It was no big deal. But we tried to get in and interact when other people posted. We had a great thing that just recently happened. We have Sarah Penner that's going to come and talk. She's going to come virtually and talk in May. And so we've encouraged a lot of people to read the book. And we had a customer that had read it, and she had some questions and she wanted to talk to somebody else, but she didn't want to give any spoilers. So she posted on there saying, hey, if anybody wants to talk about this book before we listen to the author, reach out to me because I've got some questions about this. And it was just beautiful the way that people started connecting. And it was like, that's why we created this. So we were super excited by that. And it's just been a lot of fun. This past weekend, I just posted a picture of what I was reading, and then everybody started posting pictures of what they were reading, and it was like, yeah, here we go. This is what we wanted. So it's just been really great. In 2021, we decided to go with a reading bingo theme for the year, because that gave us some automatic things we could post about. So every couple of weeks, we post a picture of a square and say, hey, what did you read to fill in this square? Or are you struggling with this square? And then people just comment about what they read or what you could read. It's been great. It's been really, really fun. And that has just been real low key. If people want to post, they can. If people want to join the challenge, they can. And we're seeing a lot of people that are having a lot of fun with it. For April, we really highlighted one of the squares that was about reading poetry. And we also had an event with our Kansas Poet Laureate. He came and did a little presentation. So it was just nice to be able to connect these various things and keep connected with our readers during this really ridiculous time when we were closed down and people finally had time to read and we couldn't connect with our readers. Right now, we have about 430 members. We're reaching our 1 year, and we really wanted to be higher than that, but we're not super stressed because the people we have are interacting with us, which I think is more important than having like, okay, we have 1,500 people that aren't doing anything. So we're pretty happy with it, but we are gonna kind of push for 500. So we're starting an initiative tomorrow on the birthday to push for that 500 mark. Just for the fun of it. Maybe do some giveaways. We're not sure yet. We'll just wing it like the past year. So I know that we're not the first library to do this. We've seen other libraries doing it, and it's kind of where we got our ideas from. But it's something that we really use to keep connected. Our aim is to connect with the people in our own community, but you don't have to be. You can join it from wherever. We have one person that is from Canada that has joined us. We did a virtual author event in December with the author Katie Tallow, and one of her friends showed up for her author event and then just joined the group because she thought she found her group, her reading group. the more the merrier, come on in. So now she joins us for a lot of things. She's very active on the group, it's been great. I know we were a little skeptical at first with starting it, that there might be some issues with people spamming the site or self-promotion. We kept the rules really simple, and really, we haven't had that much issue. We've had a couple people that have posted their own things that they've written, but it's never been too much or overdone. So we've just always kind of monitored it, kept it very light. Knock on wood, we haven't been having any issues. Yes, I can post links, and I'll also post my email address in the chat here, because I would love to talk with others who have done this and just your successes, or libraries that are thinking about doing it and want to chat. I always love to talk, or if you want to talk about psychological thrillers, hit me up. I'm always on for that. I think this is something that's really adaptable for big libraries or for little libraries. I don't think there's anything too special about it. I have 2 staff that are working on it. I get in every now and then and post or help out, but mostly I have 2 librarians that are working on it. It's just one of their smaller tasks that they do. And they're not overwhelmed by it. This is actually kind of what they consider their fun work. So, which is nice. This summer, we are going to do our three events again. We are starting in June because we learned that lesson. And we're doing June, July, and August. In June, if you want to join in, we are doing State of Wonder. In July, we are talking about graphic novels just in general, because we learned that July is a busy month also. So we're just talking about graphic novels, anime, manga, because we've realized people don't believe that counts as reading, and it does. So we really want to bring that to focus. And then in August, we are going to read Candace Millard's The River of Doubt. I'm not a big nonfiction reader, but I'm ready to do this. I'm going to dive right in and give it a go. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing, where we're at. We're hoping to keep just rolling along with it, kind of letting it build just as it does, do what we need to do, kind of just to keep it going. Like I said, it's real low stress, and I think that's what makes it fun for us as employees, but also fun for community readers who just want to interact and don't want to be overwhelmed, and they just want to talk about what they're reading. So anyhow, there you go. That's all my stuff. Let me bring up my chat so I can read, because I saw a few things come up.
So there are a couple of questions.
Yes. So Melissa, you would ask about a formalized social media policy. We do have a social media policy. And we worked with our social media team. It's our digital services or IT. We worked with them when we created this. So yes, we have that. And we follow all that. We keep the guidelines for this are the same guidelines for our regular Facebook page as well. The titles for the books, Marianne, we have chosen those. We look and try to find things that we think would be interesting. We know that Candace Millard is a local author, and so we really kind of wanted to read a book by her. Plus, she's the nonfiction queen, and so we really wanted to read her stuff. We kind of just try to aim to pick. We kind of do that Nancy Pearl olden days stuff, where we try to go with something that people might just want to read, and then stretch a little, and then go for the big one at the end, just to kind of keep people going. And we've discovered that a lot of people like it because they don't know that they want to read outside of their comfort zone until you tell them they want to read outside of their comfort zone. So it's been a lot of fun. And what people are posting in that, when they post what they're reading, it's like, we could really push this envelope a little bit further, because I think the group that we have interacting would appreciate it. So we're trying to keep it fun, keep it fresh. So hopefully that answers your questions, and I will post my email address. And if you guys have any other questions, let me know.
Just the Facebook
Yep.
page that was asked for as well. So that would be awesome. And that brings us to 12:40. So we've got 5 minutes. Perfect timing. Yeah. We've got 5 minutes until our next presenter. And so, Noah, do you need anything from me to get ready? If not, I'm going to go ahead and put the slides back up, and we'll see you back here at 12:45.
Hello, sorry, were you asking for me? This is Noah. I think I had my mic muted for a minute.
Oh, that's fine. I was just going to see if you needed anything from me.
Okay.
before
Yeah,
you
sorry
go.
about that. Nope, I'm good to go. Yeah, sorry, I
Okay.
just had to step away for a minute.
No, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and put the slides up for a couple of minutes, but I will pull them down a minute before at 12:44. So if you need to share anything, you will be able to at that point. Does that work?
Yeah, perfect.
Awesome. Okay.